The Sign of the Times, episode 103, from an undisclosed graffitied up picnic table next to a grassy knoll. That's a graffitied up picnic table next to a grassy knoll. For the people that love the snaps, business card of Kacee Carlisle, hashtag the best in the world, hashtag NWA World Women's Champion, hashtag whom I love. There's a comic book from Team IOU. You could buy one of those. Give them out to trick-or-treaters if you want. Facebook before entering the YouTube, but you might be watching right now. Right now. The Twitter, where you can follow me. But follow me like George Mack and Carn Alexander follow me on Twitter. Not like Stevie Jonak following around George Mack. Stalking not good. Pictures of Kacee Carlisle, whom I love. Next, a picture of Team Bad Knees. We'll get to Troy Miller and Miss Liz a little bit later, and I might ask them at some point what they think of Kacee Carlisle pictures they're featured in this top load. Look at that, angry looking Kacee. She looks very angry there. Halloween coming up, boom. You can buy 25, 30 Halloween outfit Kacees. Pass them out for all your trick-or-treater needs. Someone comes begging for food, give them this instead, they'll thank you. Title belt Kacee. Look at that. Steel cage gimmick Kacee. Pink pillow Kacee. Look at that. Who would not want that for like Thanksgiving Day? You give this to someone, they'll be like, thanks for giving it to me. I appreciate it. Your Thanksgiving's made. Speaking of Kacee Carlisle, whom I love, I was informed and possibly exchanged a few barefooted broad pictures to Ricky Ruckus, and I am now the official in charge of officiating the Kacee Carlisle, whom I love, versus Jessie Bell Druthers or Brothers or Smothers or whatever it is. I don't know, it's not important. But I'm impartial officiating that match. Unlike Beast Barnett, who's kind of biased. Let's face it, he kind of is. Kind of distracted by the broads he is, and then he gets all lost in the match, and then he screws it up, from what I'm told. Granted, Stevie Jonak's not the most reliable source in the world unless it's George Mack's home address and how many feet it is exactly from the supermarket to his place. That she would be totally accurate about. But I digress. I will be impartial official in charge of that. So, Kacee Carlisle has a fair shot of winning it. The other broad, though highly unlikely, could conceivably, possibly win it. Whatever her name is, like Jody or Jimmy or Jesse or whatever it is, it's really not that important what it is. She's facing Kacee Carlisle. That's the main thing you need to know. So on November 2nd, buy a ticket, watch that match. Best officiating you'll ever see. Best officiating since the days of Jason Harding roaming the HPW arena. And he used to get knocked down a lot, let's face it. A lot. I remember people yelling, someone call that man's family, that man's been injured. Multiple times. There's a lot. So, this week coming up, Mondays, I'm filming this, more or less free. Tuesday, The Lounge, I understand Stevie going to preview my tour. I got a lot of shows coming up on this tour, a lot of them. I'll run down what I have on the itinerary. Some of them not totally speakable yet. Ink's still drying on a few, but if that ink is dry, I'll reveal it. Wednesday, more or less free. Thursday, apparently no wind sprints with QT. We handled that last week. QT, after he saw the shaky bridge, ran away, but luckily Sir G-String was there to pick up the slack. Thank Thez for that. Friday, Awesomely Dawson out of Montana. Our first Montana guest. Never had a guy from Montana call into the show before, but he will be doing so, making it our Montana State guest. Saturday of next week, looking kind of freeish. So, pretty much to review, I will be her official in charge. I am going to even let her decide should I wear black and white or white and black when I officiate. Totally her call. She's the NWA champion. She gets to dictate that. The other broad, she can choose tag rope or no tag rope in the singles match. Something not important, because I hear she's not overly bright. A little slow. It's the word on the street. It's not my word, it's the word on the street. And if street equates to Stevie, then so be it. And Monday, kind of free. Tuesday, I will be previewing huge tour on the lounge. I think some people might call in. Hopefully not Stevie's ex Darth Carter, because that guy's an idiot. You never know what he's gonna do. I wonder what she would do if George Mack and Darth Carter ever met up and got in a fight. She'd probably be beside herself with glee. Wednesday, when I was free. Thursday, apparently no more wind sprints, because we already handled that last week. Friday, Awesomely Dawson. If you've not seen his work, look it up. Get familiar. So, pretty much, episode 103.